microphone's being stupid. I am back. Time for more Mass Effect. Doing a bunch of the side quest cleanup, which is actually most of the content in the game. So, last I left off, I had just finished Novaria, and we did all of our post-Novaria conversations. As far as the main story goes, we've done 3 of the 4 main missions, which is rescue Liara and Artemis Tau, Pharaoh's Novaria, and then the last one is Vermeer, which once you complete Vermeer, it'll send you into a railroad at the end of the game. So before we do that, we're going to clean up all the rest of these systems. Starting with heading back to the Citadel. Vermeer is definitely a fun mission.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
Of course I'm in.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I guess that means I can't just run in.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
You can count on me, Admiral.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. 5th lead out.
So that was the 75% morality mission, which you get assigned once you've reached 75% on the Paragon points scale. There's another one you get for getting 75% on Renegade, but I have never seen that mission. Surprisingly, maybe. Probably not. It's probably not surprising. I've never seen that mission. It's theoretically possible to get both in the same playthrough, but I'm not sure how people do it. I guess you have to try to balance both Paragon and Renegade at the same time.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
So the plan for the Citadel is, after you do the main story missions, new side quests unlock, as well as new codex that I apparently missed. So I'm gonna go check for those, and also the last time I was here, I forgot to check in with Zabaleta after calling my mom. So I'm gonna go talk to him again. See if anything interesting in the news. If there is anything interesting in the news.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Thanks, newsman. So the plan for the rest of the stream is, like I said, I'm going to do all of the side quests and exploration stuff, and I'm hoping to do an extra long stream so I can get through as much of that as I can, and hopefully cap everything off today with Asteroid X-57. And then The next stream after that, I can finish off Vermeer and the end of the game. And then it'll be on to Mass Effect 2.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
That news report was in reference to the rogue AI hiding in the machine on the Presidium. And I failed that quest one time, and it's kind of a funny game over because it's just like there's no animations or anything. It's just instant, just like black screen. Good job, loser. You failed to do the hack in time. Reload, try again. Alright. So we'll do a quick run around to see if there's anything here. Pretty sure there's nothing new with Michelle, but I'm gonna see if she has
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
another
Let me take a
Metagel
look at what you
upgrade,
have for sale.
Of course.
which she does not. Hi, thank you. Oh, I know somebody who we need to go talk to. Commander Shepard's biggest fan.
Oh, sure. I can return that. Thanks. Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I'm pretty busy, Conrad, but go ahead.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
I'm afraid not.
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
There are other fights, Conrad.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
I need people at home.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
We'll see you again in a couple years, Conrad.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
Show me what you got.
Let's see if you have any more upgrades.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
I'm still missing a Metagel and grenade upgrade, and I don't remember when they spawn in. So I'm just gonna check these merchants real quick since I'm running past them anyways. And I mean, who doesn't like talking to them? He's just so enthusiastic.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
You have nothing I want. Damn it, Moreland. You're supposed to have many good things. You failed me. Yeah, wasn't sure when I was going to mention that, but that's one of the biggest, most glaring bugs between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. Really, it's one of the biggest bugs in Mass Effect 2 in general, is that something in the save file unfortunately always recognizes as if you had done the Renegade option for Conrad there. So when you go to talk to him in Mass Effect 2, he always responds to you as if you had shoved a gun in his face and stuff. Which you can in Mass Effect 2 still do a Paragon option then and set him straight and everything. And because of the fact there's a time jump, it's easily explained as Conrad just going a little crazy because he thought you were dead and stuff. But, yeah, it's probably the most jarring thing in transition from 2 to 3. Or from 1 to 2, rather. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's technically a bug with the game, but
recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre.
I thought about
Commander
trying
Shepard
to
answered
edit the
difficult
save file, because
questions,
the save file bug,
demonstrating
there's
that
something
under
with the
that
save
military
file
uniform
where
is a keen
it
diplomatic
registers
mind.
the Renegade flag instead
We'll
of the
have
Paragon
exclusive
flag.
footage later today.
And I thought about trying that one time just to see, but because of what they did with 3 and lampshading it, it's basically completely non-canon. This scene might as well not exist. I don't even know if it's still in the game. I've never seen what the Paragon version of that scene looks like in 2. Hi, Zabaleta.
Hey, back again, huh? I don't suppose you got any credits to spare.
So you did know my mother after all.
I spoke to my mother. She told me about what happened on Mindoir.
Did she? I wonder. People tied like prize hogs, locked in cages, clawing and screaming as they're loaded into cargo pods. And we couldn't reach them. The Batarian defenses had us pinned. Dozens died trying to advance. All we could do was watch as they hauled people away. I've been looking for 13 years for something to make that sight go away. What have you got, huh?
Zabaleta, I think you need some help.
I'm not gonna give you money to drink yourself to death. You need to stop this.
If you don't have a better option, just give me 20 credits. A good bottle of whiskey. Enough to stop the dreams.
You should go to the Veterans Affairs office.
My mother said to go to the Veterans Affairs office. You're not the only one who's seen that brand of hell. They can help.
The VAO? God. All right. If she wants me to go talk to someone, fine, I'll do it. For her. She always stuck up for me. She always was naive. All the VAO does is pump you full of chemicals. If she wants to talk, tell her she can reach me through the Citadel VAO.
Bye, Zabaleta. Hope you get better. Yeah, I'm not surprised the scene's out there somewhere. Like I said, the bug itself is just a save file flag, so they probably, I'm not surprised they put in the work for it.
The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kit claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
The Elcor Hamlet play would have been nice to see, but it's also a lot of work for some BS little side thing. I also wish they put out one of the Blasto movies, but that would also be a lot of work for another BS little side thing. I appreciate them giving basically the equivalent of a Blasto trailer in Mass Effect 3, though. Right, I don't think there's any new quests in the embassy. I already did the Asari Consort. I'm gonna go talk to Dellen here, see if Dellen has anything for sale.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Yes, what do you have?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Grenade upgrade 5. Hey, there we go. That's all of the grenade upgrades. I don't remember where the Metagel upgrade is. I think I have to wait till Vermeer is done to get the last Metagel upgrade. Let's go check Presidium Tower, or Citadel Tower. And then, if there's nothing here, we will head back to the ship. Yeah, I already talked to Kahoku. And the only other one here is Gareth over there, but I haven't actually done his quest yet, so back to the ship it is. Check in with the requisition officer.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
The upgrades. Metagel 4. There we go. Actually, now that I have Metagel 4, I think Metagel 5 opens up. So let's go talk to Dr. Michelle real quick. Thanks for watching the short bit that you were here. Have a good day.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
There we go, Metagel 5. Alright, that should be all of the upgrades. Now, for sure this time, now we go back to the ship. We've got the rest of the attic and traverse to see.
A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry. Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
Poor Anoleus getting blamed for allowing Geth on the planet. I don't remember if he's ever mentioned again. A slight spoilers, Parasini shows up again, but I don't remember if anything is ever said about Anoleus.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Alright, Joker. Fire up the thrusters, because we are leaving. First stop is the Hawking Ada cluster, which only has one system.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe...
I feel like
he's
Major
mentally
Kyle
unstable.
is a reference,
This
like
could
that
be trouble,
name is a
Shepard.
reference to something, but I don't know what. Are you sure he's unstable? Maybe you're overreacting.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
What's the deal with his followers?
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What's this about missing Alliance officers?
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
Tell me more about Major Kyle.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Well, maybe I can reason with him.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Alright, well, let's check these planets and the asteroid belt. Nope, looks clear. Luckily, checking all of this stuff doesn't actually take that much time. Right, let's see, what all is on this planet? Just Major Kyle. So we will take Aurora and let's bring Rex. Rex is probably tired of being cooped up on the ship. Speaking of which, I need to give him a point in barrier. And your equipment's still set up, right, Rex? Yeah, your equipment's still set up. Alright. First things first, we're gonna go investigate this crater, or whatever it is over here. In one, you only need to chat them up like twice to get their side missions. I've already gotten them for, I've already unlocked them. I just need to go find them, which I'm going to be doing today. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you can get the side missions unlocked before doing the third mission. You just need to do 2 main missions. Don't mind me while I dance with this Thresher Maw, who doesn't even respect me enough to face me. Bye, Thresher Maw. So, since at least half of the content in Mass Effect 1 are the side quests and exploration missions, I should very easily hit level 60 sometime during the next couple of hours. Which should speed up the rest of the stuff, because then I can just ignore every single box I run across. I do still need to get the scavenger hunt side quest done though, like for the minerals and stuff, because that carries over into Mass Effect 2. You get a huge starting boost of resources if you finish the scavenger hunts. Which allows for some really, really nice early game upgrades in Mass Effect 2. Which, since I'm planning on playing on Insanity, getting some early upgrades is going to be helpful. Alright, where are we going next? We're going here next. Hard to see right now, but that large planet above us is Clendagon, which you can see that giant like canyon or whatever there. And it's one of my favorite little side things in the Mass Effect universe, because apparently it's from a glancing blow by a giant Mass Effect cannon, which it's like, look how big that canyon is. That must have been one hell of a shell. Oh, poor miner fell in a hole and died. Wanted to check the debris and not get back in the Mako. There we go. Train insignia. Alright, we're gonna ignore the salvage, because nobody cares about salvage. We're gonna head down here instead. Mako, work with me. Don't slip. Go this way. That way. Good. Don't fall off the mountain. That was a little scary for a moment there, but we made it. Yeah, that I was just thinking about that scene in 2 where they're chewing out the gunnery sergeants chewing out the recruits. And when I get there, I am planning on standing in front of them and listening to that, because it's pretty great. Right.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I have to see Major Kyle.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
Well, I'm here to help.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
He needs my help.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
I just realized they brought Rex on a mission where he doesn't even get to shoot anybody. Sorry, Rex. You can shoot somebody on the next planet. Alright, before I talk to Major Kyle, let's see if he's got anything to steal over here. Technically, yes, but I don't have to hack it, so there's no XP in it for me, so you all can keep it.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Safe? They're not safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
It's too late. You can't help them now.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I know this isn't easy.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
Alright, I believe you.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
Yeah, he's super creep. But it's okay because he's being taken into custody. And all of these other cultists are just a little misguided. There's no need to kill all of them. Probably.
Biotics can feel safe here.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Another successful mission.
I'm on my way.
Come on, Mako, you can do it. This thing has rear thrusters, but you're never allowed to turn them on. They only ever get used during cutscenes.
En route.
We are returning to Normandy now.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
That's what I do. I save lives. You look at that. One sector already complete. Now let's do Styx Theta. These loading screens admittedly can get a little repetitive, but I like them much more than the Mass Effect 2 loading screens.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Right, well, before we land on there and save all of you, we have to finish surveying the system. Protein data disk. Time for Nepmos. And I am going to bring Liara and Rex again. I think Rex will like this planet. Right, we're gonna go this way first. The volcanic wasteland filled with horrible monsters kill, rather. Rex is probably feeling right at home. Reminds him a little bit of Tachanka. Oh, don't get stuck. Discovery. It appears these particle borers were shut down after breaking through into tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium, but there is no trace of the mining crew. Spooky. Alright, then we're gonna go here. I'm gonna quick save, get out, and get our weapons ready. For no particular reason. I feel like they might come in handy. Oh, that's right. There's a bug with this area where if you cross the trigger for spawning the Arachni, they replay the spawn animation. And also are totally going to destroy the Mako, so we gotta get out. And there are a lot of them, so I am going to pull a pistol out. Oh no. These are a little scarier than I remember. Alright, we got all of them. And Mako looks like it's about to explode. So hopefully it doesn't the second I get in. Wow. The Mako was down to literally 1 HP. Insanity Arachni are a little spooky. I like to think that insanity difficulty is what everything in canon actually is at. Is when you think of Arachni as those big super bugs that killed everybody, and you fight them on insanity and they're that difficult to kill, it kind of makes sense. Do another quick save here before we get too close. then we will throw Liara here. Rex, go here. The pistol has higher DPS, but the sniper is really good at short-term stunning these Ragni, which makes them a little easier to deal with. Except for when they rush forward like that and kill Liara. All of them? That is all of them.
First Lieutenant Durand, ma'am. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We're here to help.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
Can we bombard them?
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
Right, well, why are you here?
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
Well, these animals, as you call them, are actually intelligent.
They're not animals, they're a sentient species. You study history? They're called Rachni.
Never heard of them. Can't say I care. What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Don't worry, we'll help.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the woman. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
Let's go see what sort of supplies we can ransack. You know, it is actually kind of crazy how often Liara dies, considering the fact that Adept is actually one of the most powerful classes you can play as. But I guess it's a little different for a Shepard Adept versus Liara Adept. Alright. Here they come again. In case you missed it, Liara did in fact die again. Don't shoot me. Alright. Wave 2 down. Yeah, the sniper rifle sound breaks sometimes. As far as fix anything, you mean like fix the defenses? Well, the main thing you can do is you can hook up the Mako to the generator and power the turrets, and that's really the only thing you can do. But it is actually a mechanical thing you can do. If I didn't have the Mako over there tied in, then the 2 turrets here wouldn't be firing. There goes Liara again. There goes Liara again. As far as damage multiplier, I don't remember if that's a thing in Mass Effect 1. I want to say no. But I do believe Mass Effect 1 has crits. As in like a dice roll crit. I can't say for sure if it does or not though. That might just be something I'm making up in my head. I know for a fact there's no special bonus for headshots. At least I'm pretty sure there's not. I remember testing that before and being disappointed. Are we done yet? Oh, Yara died. Phew, okay. Finally done.
Holy hell, ma'am. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
I'm fine, how are you?
Never mind me, are you alright?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long. There's one other thing I should mention. One of our other listening posts went offline 3 days ago. I don't know if it's coincidence, a pirate raid, or what. But if you want to check in on them...
We'll swing by.
We'll check on them. I don't know why there are arachni loose out here, but I intend to find out.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right, that must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
We'll take care of it.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
You are welcome. Disconnect the Mako. And let's roll out. Alright, let's finish clearing the arachni from this planet. And to do so, we are going to go down here. Nice, confined, cramped quarters. Loot. Make sure everybody's got their weapons still. Okay, good. Uh-oh. They came up from behind. And I can't zoom in anymore. I forgot that's what happens when you get to low health. Not die, Emiliara. Nope, she died. See, the big problem with arachni is that their attacks completely bypass shields. You have to be careful in this area not to hit more than one spawn trigger at a time. There we go. There it is. Ah. Oh no. Those attacks do so much damage. Thanks, Rex. There are a lot of Rachni down here. Whoa. Get him, Rex. Yeah, headbutt that Rachni. Good job, Rex. Alright, did we get all of them in this room? I think we got all of them in this room. Yeah. Rex, you go stand over there. Good job, Rex. You even stopped Liara from dying. See, if anybody in the party is going to be good at fighting Rachni, it's Rex. I wasn't trying to use Rex as bait. I just know he's good at fighting Rachni. You're absolutely right about Liara being bait, though. Sorry, Liara. Oh. That Brood Warrior was smart and put Rex in stasis. No, that's not a Reaper Rachni, it's just a Brood Warrior Rachni. It's the normal Rachni's big brother. And when I say big brother, I actually mean that. They're literally the males of the species. Records of the Rachni War suggested brood warriors, the male-gendered Rachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni Nepmos. Alright, we dealt with the Rachni on this planet. And yeah, they're very scary to fight. When they can kill you instantly, and also have biotic powers. The only one that I've seen them use for sure is putting things in stasis. Those brood warriors like to use their stasis ability. Can I? No, I can't. Of course I can't. If only there was a jump button. Speaking of which, Mass Effect Andromeda has some issues, but gameplay is not one of them. I bring it up because Mass Effect Andromeda has a jump button. Alright, anything else left on this planet? We have this anomaly to go check out, and then I think that's it for this planet. Speaking more about Andromeda, I'm still debating with myself whether or not I'm going to play it on stream. I actually haven't finished a full playthrough of it yet. I think I was about halfway through when I put it on pause. I've actually been, when I was playing it, I actually was enjoying the game. It was just other stuff came up and I never quite got back to it. So when I'm done with the rest of the trilogy, I might play it on stream. Not sure yet. Oh. Getting a little squirrely there. A League of One medallion. I'm gonna get off this rock. Well, the only thing I am promising for sure is I am gonna play all the way through 3. And I am gonna do all the story content I can get to. Including DLCs. Let's see what's in here. Alright, well that's a planet we can land on. But first we gotta finish checking the rest of the system. Right, now we'd land on Alti. Which unfortunately has more Arachni, so we're going to bring Rex and Mira again. let's see. Where are we going to go first? We are going to go here first. Then we are going to go over here, because there's apparently something over there. Luckily, this is all flat ground, though, so the Mako can reach its top speed of about 20 miles an hour. You can even see the rocket right there. Actually, those might just be exhaust ports. We can light the exhaust on fire. I'll make it go faster. Well, apparently this was just plain old regular salvage. But you still get a little bit of XP out of it, so it's not completely worthless. Now, see, the Mako jets only give you direct 90-degree vertical thrust, which if you happen to rock yourself forward, it can make you go very slightly faster. But if the Mako is leaned back in like any way whatsoever, it'll actually slow you down. But like right here, it helps a little bit. You can kind of rock yourself and only do it when you're like that, but you gotta be careful when you hit it. I'm gonna wait a moment so I can quick save. Or pissing off all the rest of the Arachni. Uh-oh. At least we got the scary one. Commander Shepard, Arachni Exterminator. Even though I let the Arachni Queen go. Fortunately for her credibility, these Arachni are actually completely unaffiliated with her. That's a slight spoiler, but we will find that out at the end of this quest chain anyways, so it's fine. We are very, very, very close to level 60. I only need 862,000-ish XP. So we're getting close. Unfortunately for these Rachni, they're kind of easy to bully when at long range. Sorry, Rachni. Oh, hey, look at that. Broken texture. It is an old game, so some things can be excused. Alright, one more nest to clear out. And that is all of them. Out here, anyways. Uh-oh. Dead person. Ah, the Mako will be fine.
Contact.
You know, it's never quite explained why the baby Rachni explode. There we go.
Perimeter secured.
Back over here. Alright, let's see what this computer has to say.
Shepard, their logs say they received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Suspicious.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
I will need a moment. This base is supplied by drone freighters, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots, to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
There might be more Rachni.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Right.
The Rachni infestation on Altahi seems to be a result of a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. Hey, level 60. Where do I want to put the last point? Let's put that into damage reduction and hardening. And we'll give Liara, since her shields are never the problem anyways, let's boost your first aid. Rex can get better barrier. Alright. Well, now that I've officially reached level 60 and no longer gain experience, I can completely ignore every single container I see. Yeah, there is a lot of just miscellaneous running around in Mass Effect 1. Which is why the ability to run slightly faster than a light jog would be really nice. Personally, I don't mind the size, as long as you could actually move just ever so slightly faster.
I'm on my way.
Matriarch writings. Alright, one more stop, and we can get off this rock. Alright, back to Normandy. And that is it for Styx Theta. Next we'll go to Kepler Verge. We found an asteroid. Luckily, they never put more than one asteroid per belt, so I don't have to scan the rest of it. Ah, it's Dr. Hart. Bring Liara and Garrus. Because Garrus has some unfinished business to attend to. As well as a level up to do. We'll give you a point in damping and encryption. Did I give Garrus a good assault rifle? I think I did. Yeah, I did. This ship is about to get really spooky. Oh, run away. These not Thorian creepers have a lot of health. Garrus, go stand over there. Or you can just sit in a corner. That works too. Alright, how about you back up a bit? Apparently, test subjects don't know how to handle hallways. Bye, Liara. I think that's all of them.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Yeah, this is Garrus' side mission.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure, Garrus?
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
Damn, Garrus.
He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Back down, Garrus.
We'll take him in, drop him off at the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
Think, Garrus.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
I will tell you what the point of that was.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
That is what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Alion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. A pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to Normandy. I am hacking this just for old time's sake. Oh, oh. Don't spin, Shepard. Hold on. There we go. You got stuck in a loop for a second there. Alright, let's go have a chat with Garrus about that. Garrus.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me?
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Is that all you have to say?
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
That's great, Garrus.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Paragon Garrus achieved. Granted, you know, Shepard goes on to disappear for 2 years and kind of falls back into his old patterns. But for right now, Paragon Garrus achieved. That's one of those things that I'm not quite sure how many players actually realize you can do, is you can totally skew Garrus to be Paragon or Renegade. And the future games do reflect it, in minor ways. For example, whether you have a Paragon Garrus and a Renegade Garrus actually does change his dialogue on Omega. Though you might not realize it if you aren't already aware of the fact that that's a thing.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
How can I help?
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
Sounds like they were involved to me.
You think these scientists had something to do with the attack?
I'm not certain what I think, but it's worth investigating. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
Okay. Well, before we land on Enteron, we gotta pick up some more matriarch writings. And we will bring Liara and Rex on this. Luckily, there is a nice convenient valley there for me to use as a ramp. Otherwise I'd have to try to climb one of those cliffs, which would be hell. Oh, bug people. Or not bug people, but bugs.
Heading to position.
And a dead person. Variant insignia. Now we are going to head over here. To this so-called underground facility. I was trying to see if you can see the sun, but you can't, so it's kind of weird how there's just random bright spots. But it's an old game, so I'll excuse it. I am already being shot at, apparently. I don't think that guy died. Oh wait, I don't get experience anymore. That's right. You get into the habit of using experience to tell when enemies have died, but since I don't get experience anymore, it's hard to tell. Yeah, see, that hardness power the NPCs have is definitely overpowered when they can take a Mako cannon shot to the face and survive. Gotta wait for that white bar to run out.
Enemy is everywhere! Enemy is everywhere!
The power doesn't want to wear off. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight the rest of these on foot. Oh.
Clear.
Oh no. The ragdoll went out of line of sight. They have entirely too much health. There we go. Love another one though. So much health. Damn. I hate when that happens. so many enemies stuck in the ceiling. The Aura's down again. I have no shields.
I'm on it.
This is what happens when you fight insanity level enemies at level 60. They cheat super hard.
Go, go, go!
Come on, just die already.
Go, go, go!
Oh. This is annoying. At least the Aurora hasn't died yet. The good news is that the final boss does not have that bullshit hardness ability. Okay, yeah, insanity is a little nuts.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please!
Hello, Rockethead.
He's a madman!
Welcome to the stream.
Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
Stop, let me help you.
What all comes out? I'm listening, but I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand. I don't want to kill anyone. I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams. I want the people who sent me to Aku's brought to justice.
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
What happened?
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Aku's. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What do you mean?
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have.
They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs
Cerberus.
secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal. This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
This isn't justice.
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
I couldn't help then, but I'm helping
Toombs,
now.
If I could have helped you on Akuz, I would have. All I can do is help now. Let me.
Okay.
This is also one of the possible
They could
Commander
make me one.
Shepard background quests.
Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
It's over, Tomb.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker.
If you start with
tell the Fifth Fleet we
the
need a
Soul
ship for
Survivor
pickup.
background, then you were part of Toombs' squad that got attacked by Thresher Moths, and you get a little bit more of a personal connection to this quest. Toombs stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here.
Go, go, go!
Oh, one of them's still alive. Don't you dare turn hardness on. Bye.
Negative contact, Shepard.
But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of tedium in Mass Effect 1, but that's part of why I'm doing this, because I don't mind doing the tedium to show off the rest of the game. Though I imagine the tedium might be a little hard to watch. But that is why I'm using a cheat sheet, so I can drive straight to all the tedium and not have to manually explore everything. Hopefully it's easier to bear when somebody else is doing the playing. Alright, is there anything else on this planet? There is another metal, but I think I'm gonna leave it be, because plenty of metals around.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure, and hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, we did Newton, and we did Herschel, so this system should be clear. Now we will go to the Armstrong Nebula.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
Do you have any more information for me, Admiral?
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds.
Yeah, that's
for
why
anyone
I
attacks
started
on the
kind of
colonies.
early on the stream today, is because lots of side quests. Maybe they're setting up for something worse.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Yeah, that lack of a completion percentage thing is part of the reason why I saved all of these side quests until after doing both Pharaoh's Noveria and also saving Liara. Is because at that point, that's when all of the systems unlock, and I can do it methodically instead of trying to remember which ones have I not done yet. That's the planet we have to land on, so let's check what else these have. Alright, now we will settle down on gray and green. And this is fighting Geth, so I will bring Liara and Tali. Did Tali get level up? Yeah, she did. Alright, let's put this into... I'll give you a boost of hacking. How close am I on the valuable minerals? I still need a lot of light metals. I got all the gases, but I still need a lot of metals and rare earths. So, yeah.
Heading out. Next we'll go here, and then I'll swing down and around. At least the skybox is pretty. Hope everyone's having a good day. Scavenger corpse. Discovery. The burnt corpses, evidently a mom-and-pop independent salvage team, show signs of close-range hits from Geth heavy particle beams. Ooh. Bad way to go out.
like a camp of some sort. Let's see what's in this crate. Apparently nothing. The scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Well, yeah, I think I know why. Unfortunately, they didn't make it very far. See what this is. Crashed escape pod. Oh. There we go. League of One medallion.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Alright, then we need to go over here. A quick save just in case. And it's time to go geth hunting. It was very nice of the Geth to lay out these beacon lights to, you know, show exactly where I have to drive to get up to them. Yeah, it does. I'm planning on finishing the stream today with Asteroid X-57. I do have Pinnacle Station as well, but since that doesn't have any story stuff going forward, and it is a huge, colossal pain in the ass on Insanity, I am not going to be doing Pinnacle Station on this save through. On this save file, rather.
Heads up!
Well, I got their attention, so we're gonna back off a bit. The Husk's AoE attack is really wide as far as the range goes. Like shooting husks in the hallway.
Think we got him, Commander.
Well, I already have maxed out gear for the most part, so I'm probably going to end up grabbing the Omni tool from that mission because of the Paragon points, although I might have maxed out Paragon. Oh, I already have maxed out Paragon. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see when I get there.
I sense trouble.
Nope. Yes, came up behind us. Unfortunately for them, I'm an engineer. Whoa. Not really sure what that destroyer was attacking, but that's okay. Two more. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so, but I'm gonna check just in case. Just equipment, it looks like. Yep, just equipment. All right. Kinematic camera angle to give the illusion of faster movement. No, it's exactly the same speed. That speed is slow. Get in the Mako. Thank you. In case you're wondering why I go into the zoomed-in turret camera, it's because that's the only Mako camera that actually has accurate turret fire. Which is extremely helpful when the enemies are close range like that. Alright, let's get this last deposit, and then I think we're done with this planet. Yep, done with this planet. This cluster of systems counts basically as Tally's side quest. Or as close as we get to Tally's side quest. Kind of a shame I'm not staying to look at any of these planets very closely, because they actually did put quite a lot of work into writing descriptions for all of these different planets. But, oh well. Anything in the asteroid belt? Yep, there's one thing. Think of one medallion. Alright, time to land on Antibar. I do like how open Mass Effect 1 is, but yeah, a lot of the extra content is kind of hollow and a little bit of a shame. I think, as far as like game design goes, I think Mass Effect Andromeda actually has a nice middle ground between Mass Effect 1 and then Mass Effect 2, 3 side content, as far as like how the exploration goes and stuff like that, but game design wasn't necessarily the problem with that game. So it's a little unfortunate. Right, can I get out, please? There we go. Alright, there should be another cluster over here. And then we are going to go over here. Insanity is definitely making this drag on slightly longer than it otherwise would, just because some enemies are such a pain in the ass to kill. But Insanity in 2 and 3 shouldn't quite have the same problems. So those are going to go a little bit smoother. Then again, I might also die a lot more because the way how Insanity works in those games. But hopefully not. I like to think that I'm relatively decent at playing in those. Here, Threshamaw. I guess I technically don't need to kill you, but you're gonna be a pain in my butt if I don't. So I'm just gonna do it. Plus, I'll never be able to get the title of Shepard Threshermaw Slayer if I don't. Speaking of insanity difficulties and Threshermaws, that's going to be a very interesting encounter in 2. I've done it on hardcore, so hopefully I can do it on insanity. But there were definitely some close calls when I was doing it on hardcore, so we'll see. Yeah, if you do all of the side content in Mass Effect 1, I think there's something like 5 or 6 Thresher modes in total. One of these planets has 2 of them on the same planet. Fortunately, you don't have to fight both of them at the same time.
On my way.
Alright. Now it's time to deal with the Gath. Right over here. Well, I mean, that depends on your definition of an average playthrough. Because my average playthroughs always do all of this crap. I will fully own up to the fact that I'm probably a little crazy. But it's just not the same experience if Commander Shepard didn't do everything she possibly could. Uh-oh. We have become one. And I have no shields. So we're gonna get out for a moment. Did it work? I don't know if it worked. Oh! Well, I got blindsided by that. I suppose after getting fused with the Geth Colossus, I kind of deserved it. Are you still keeping track of my death count? What the hell, Colossus? Get down from there. Oh no. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to do this one on foot. The Mako just doesn't have enough health. Or I try to snipe from a distance. That might work too. That Colossus has very big barriers that are unfortunately protecting the Geth behind it. Alright, Colossus, get bullied. Whoa! What the fuck? Apparently, the Geth have mastered teleportation technology. Uh oh. Get out, get out. Alright, time to fight this on foot. Give you a little hack. I'm gonna give you a little hack. Two of them are done. Now we can leave. Time for the Hong system. See what this place has. More light metal. Useful. Some matriarch writings. Also useful. All of them? Yeah, it's all of them. Alright. Now we can land on Caspin. This is a perfect example of how well the Mako can climb cliffs.
I'm on my way.
Ah. Uh-oh. Almost failed that one. Let's go see what's over here. Oh, nope, no, crap. That's what I was afraid would happen. Okay, we can save it. Maybe not. Oh no. Make a please. Make a please. Make a please. Come on. You can do it, Mako. Come on, Mako. There we go. Phew, we made it. There's an anomalous signal of death over here, but I think I'm going to ignore it because it doesn't do anything besides give XP. Unless I'm misremembering. I really hope I'm not, but... Gold! I'm already ridiculously rich, but gold! Alright, what's next? Time for the Geth outpost. So the reason why I get out and pull the guns out like that is that when you have the guns out, if a combat scanner is equipped, then it'll count even while you're inside the Mako. Otherwise, you end up being permanently jammed, and that's no fun. So missing one? There it is. Oh, that missed somehow. That didn't. Here comes a dropship. This is a good spot to farm XP if you actually need XP. But I don't need XP, so bye, dropship. Mass Effect 1 technically doesn't have any infinitely spawning enemies, but if you don't kill the dropship immediately, it'll spawn like something like 8 waves, I think, if I remember hearing correctly. So you get bonus XP for not killing the dropship, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, get a bit of uranium. Letting Fallout now. And back up to Normandy. Time for the Vamshees. Which is relatively small with only 3 planets. But it has a Turian insignia, so that's helpful. This is a neat system with a binary star system. I know this driving around can get a little bit much to watch, but unfortunately I thought about doing just trying to streamline all the story stuff and leave the exploration stuff off camera, but because the Mass Effect is done every planet has at least some story element to it, even though it might be mostly exploration. There's not really any way for me to cut all of this out if I want to actually show off all the story stuff. Fortunately, that's not a problem in 2 and 3. Hey, look at this bone. Odd skull. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hard suit computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Spooky. There we go. Alright, next stop is over here. And then it'll be time for the last Geth outpost. Or is it the last? Bum, bum, bum. That skull was definitely not from the Arachni or the Leviathans. That I can say with certainty. Might be a Crate Dragon skull though. How did a Crate Dragon end up here? I don't know. How did a Crate Dragon end up here? I mean, we already know that the Milky Way galaxy is canon in Star Wars. Thanks to the E.T. Star Wars crossover. And BioWare made the Knights of the Old Republic series. Conspiracy? I think not. for another Colossus. No, you know what that skull is? It's actually the same skull that's from Ash Lake in Dark Souls 1. That's what that skull is. It is really, really unfortunate that the only really reliable way to fight these damn things is to keep running them over with the Mako. Because it looks so fucking silly.
This is odd. I would have expected one of these outposts to be a main base of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them. It must be a message from the primary Geth base.
Right.
We can use the signal to lock onto its
One
location
last
and eliminate.
stop. In this cluster, anyways. This planet is named for Bender's evil sister. Nothing in that asteroid belt, surprisingly. Nothing in this asteroid belt. Polonium. Let's see what this anomaly is.
Heading to position.
Matriarch writings. Oh. Bouncing all over the place. See, the one thing they should have installed in the Mako that they didn't for some reason is a gyroscope. If they had installed one on this thing, it would be so much easier to control. They'd have way better performance. And nobody would ever complain about it. Alright, where to next? I'll go here. You know what probably happened is the engineers were going to put a gyroscope into it, but then the Mako drivers were like, no, we don't want a gyroscope. Not having one makes it tougher. Lets us show off our skills. They could have had a better performing vehicle, but they just wanted to be show-offs. Now we get to fight two Colossi at the same time. Unfortunately for them, they are easily bullied, and I can take them wherever I want them to. Wherever I want them to go. To any outside observers, I'm sure this looks ridiculously silly. And I know that because I feel silly doing it. At least one of them's dead. Well, that took long enough. Give that destroyer a little hack, and give that stalker a little hack. There goes the Aura. Because of course there goes the Aura. Poor Liara. Yeah. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down.
Think we got him, Commander.
Let's see what we got in here. Death Terminal. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians.
You lead. I'll follow.
Unfortunately, Tali has nothing to say right now, but when we get back to the ship, she'll be very happy that we recovered that. But before we go back to the ship, I have a couple of medals to go pick up. The only real canon is 100% canon. 100% completion in the game. That's what I mean. The only way Shepard can defeat the Reapers is by completing literally everything else. Welcome back. What'd you get for dinner? Okay. Armstrong Nebula complete. Hooray!
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Alright, let's see. What's next? We've done all 4 of those systems. We've done Pharos. Let's do Maroon Sea. Metano system in Maroon Sea. Looks like these asteroid belts have something. Alright. Time to set down on the planet Chaska. Which we are going to bring Liara, and we'll bring Rex on this one. Oh, yeah. This planet, you have to be careful how you drive, because if you try to go through right over there, you're going to get stuck in a bunch of BS terrain. Instead, we're going to take the long way and drive around over here. I say the long way, but it's a really short detour. Plutonium. Always nice when the minigame happens to lay everything out perfectly for you like that.
Deserted.
Huh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Weird. A deserted facility. With a charred dead body in front. Let's see what's inside. Husks. Rex is almost dead. That's how much damage these things do.
Powering up.
What was that bright light? The worst part about the Husk's AoE attack is that it absolutely goes right through walls. But fortunately, they don't have the hardness ability. Right, let's see if there's anything in here to find. Oh, Liara is using an assault rifle because she doesn't actually get any class bonuses for anything. And so I figured I'd give her an assault rifle because it has range and like she doesn't get any class bonuses anyway, so might as well give her something that can do some damage. Sniper rifles don't fire very fast. Shotguns don't have range, and I usually have somebody with a shotgun as the secondary person anyways. So I figured just give her an assault rifle and let her go to town. I think she's the only party member that doesn't get some sort of weapon specialization.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must have been transformed.
Because Rex gets, well, yeah, but player adepts get a pistol bonus. For some reason, she, like, NPC Liara adepts don't get a pistol bonus. But yeah, Rex gets assault rifles and shotguns. Garrus gets assault rifles and sniper rifles. Tally gets pistols and shotguns. Caden gets pistols as part of his regular class level up. As part of being a sentinel, he gets pistols. And then Ashley's a soldier, obviously. And yeah, it just leaves Liara, and she doesn't get anything as part of her skills. Because she's not technically an adept, she's a Asari scientist. So the Asari scientist doesn't get any pistol bonus. But a regular, like, player adept does. So I don't know if it was an oversight on their part or what the deal is. But I mean, it does make sense. Liara is not really a trained she's in character, not really supposed to be weapons trained, so it makes sense that she doesn't get any. Just makes it kind of inconvenient as far as what equipment to give her. Oh, I forgot there's an anomaly over there. Better go check that. Yeah, no, the Asari Scientist class is definitely worse than regular Adept. But like I said, it makes sense. She's... Before Mass Effect 2, right now, she's just kind of a bumbling, you know, geek that is used to hanging out in the ruins and working with brushes and not weapons. And then she gets an identity crisis when, you know, Shepard disappears for 2 years. And yes, I'm using the word disappear deliberately. Protein data disk. Right. One last stop at the science facility, and I think we're done with this planet. Assuming I can get off this mountain without getting stuck in the crevasse. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky climb. Especially if the Mako doesn't want to turn. You can do it, Mako. You can do it. Come on, Mako.
Enemy contact.
Rex, what are you doing? Rex! Alright, Rex, you go over there. There.
We're ready, Shepard.
Weirdly, these things still count as organic for purposes of abilities. Colonial Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Apparently at some point I picked up something that told me about there being some sort of Cerberus outpost over here, and I looked over it. But yeah, so this was a result of Cerberus fucking with stuff. As is usual for Cerberus. But that puts a close to this planet. Now we move on to the next one in the system. I think we're probably about halfway done. Maybe a little more. Alright, time for the Vostok system.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Huh, that's weird. Well, I will check that in a moment, as I finish searching the rest of the system. More matriarch writings. No, yeah, I'd say we're probably over halfway, but only just over halfway. Some of the planets are going to go by a lot faster, though. And as soon as I finish getting all of the minerals, it'll make these planets also go by a lot faster. So I guess, yeah, no, we're probably well over halfway, considering I don't have to get all of the minerals in all of the last planets. Thorian creepers? What the hell? Why are there Thorian creepers here? See, not all enemies get that hardness ability, but some of them have way too much health. Where'd that last one go? Anything in here? Just some equipment. But yeah, I was saying, in my case, this is entirely my fault. I think hardcore is probably the most enjoyable to play and is relatively well balanced as far as difficulty goes. If you're looking for a not easy experience. But Insanity is definitely, they just like turn all the numbers to full and just to fuck with you. Which is definitely my fault for playing on this difficulty, but I like getting achievements, and finishing on Insanity is one of the achievements I don't have yet. I can say for sure that if I ever do replay again, which I probably will, because this is one of my favorite series ever, it won't be on Insanity. But yeah, I think on hardcore and the other difficulties, I think it's relatively well balanced there. Mako, don't do it. Don't do it, Mako. Oh, oh, I can feel it. I can feel you trying to do it. Don't do it. No, no, no. Don't do it. Get your grip. This thing wants to slide down super hard. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. Almost there. Oh. This is one wild vehicle, I gotta say. Oh. Alright. Now we can finally find out what this anomaly is.
Understood.
Variant insignia. Now we're gonna go to I guess we're gonna go, no, we're gonna go here, but we gotta go kind of a indirect way. I mean, the Mako wants to respond to my controls. Unfortunately, this terrain doesn't have any nice, easy slopes for me to drive up. But hopefully I can figure out a way. There. Ah, don't slip. No, 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 no. Ah, no. No. Come on. There we go. Alright, I think that's the worst of it. I hope. Turret is not playing nice with me, so I guess I'm not sniping. That's fine. We'll just drive over here and start shooting in the face. When an enemy can take a Mako primary cannon to the face and still live, they have entirely too much health.
Finally, some action.
Well, Rex is happy at least. There are too many creepers. Yeah, no, the final boss is going to be significantly easier than any of this. That's for sure. I can say that with confidence.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
You're okay now.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I've seen it.
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
What's with the generic distress signal?
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Are there other survivors?
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Tell me more about these berserk creepers.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
All right, I have no more questions.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
People died, okay?
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally, ExoGeni would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to bribe me.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
Bad choice. ExoGeni's second-rate mercs prove no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the last of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here. Sorry, ExoGeni. You kinda brought it on yourself, though. The fact that Rex is here makes them even more stupid. All right, there should be one more mineral site to grab. Which, fortunately, should not require I can climb any more mountains, at least none very steep. Turns out I was wrong. But fortunately, this one's a little easier to climb. That wasn't so bad.
On my way.
Alright, back to the Normandy. One more system in the Marin Sea, and then we'll be done with the Marin Sea. And this will be a quick one because it's not a full planet. Another Terran insignia. I gotta be getting close to being done with those. The MSV Cornucopia. Oh shit. Apparently this ship is crawling with husks, so that's gonna go well. I'm just gonna take a little shortcut here. Oh shit. Oh, this is bad. Bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, bad idea. Yep, I'm dead. I was trying to avoid triggering all of the other ones, but in my attempts to escape, I ended up doing exactly what I was trying to avoid. Alright. This might go horribly, but I'm gonna try something. Well, I was gonna try something until they immediately blocked the path. Okay, so running past them is not gonna work. So much for this being a fast mission.
Finally.
Husks. The ship is probably crawling with them.
No need to worry about survivors.
Slow and steady. Get out of the way, Liara.
All targets eliminated.
Glad that's over with. Let's see what the ship computer has to say.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Vale. It seems they found an alien artifact of some kind. They brought it on board and then... This is odd, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, as if they wanted the Geth to find them.
Is there anything more?
What else do the logs say?
After that, the entries become confused, as if the captain's mind was degenerating. There is no mention of how the ship returned to human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks, and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to organics dumb enough to enter the Veil.
That's probably not true, but it's a good theory, so I'll let it slide. Alright, well, fuck this ship. Okay. One more sector complete. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 sectors left. And then Asteroid X57. But I think I'm going to take a break for a little bit. So let me do a full save of the game. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break for about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, and get some dinner and stuff, and then I will be back to finish out the rest of this later tonight. So for those of you who are still here watching, thank you. And I'll be back a little later. Have a good evening.